Hello, good morning, students. Once again, I am before you. My dear, I am here to execute my duty because it is better to discharge our prescribed duty rather than to sit idly at home. Although we all are instructed to stay at home, but we are not said to sit idly and do nothing. As we know, my dear, in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, स्वधर्मे निधनम श्रेय पर धर्मो भयावह. The line is taken from chapter 3, line number 35. By means of this line, the Supreme God says we must discharge our duty and should not sit uselessly. My dear, we cannot stop time. It goes on and on its path spontaneously. Let us come to the topic. Previously, we learned about chapter number 4 from the diary of Anne Frank. Of course, my dear, she described her feeling in the page of her diaries and went away. After that, as earlier, she was not expected to be read the lines and expression of her feelings, but it came out, it was published, and was brought before the world. We also learned that why do we people feel the need of writing a diary. As we know, and our lesson begins, writing a diary is a really a strange thing. In my previous lecture, we shared our feelings with you that why do we people mention diary. As Anne Frank says, paper has more patience than people. I personally I justify the statement and feel it better that we must share our feelings, whether good or bad, and should be written in the page of diary so that we can recall the past and can encourage present without having any fear for the future. Today we shall learn three things. First, about Kitty, which was the nickname of the diary. The name was given by Anne Frank. For her kind remembrance, she gave the name to her dearest diary, and we shall also address it with the same name, Kitty. Other thing, what she has mentioned in the diary is that she was much more talkative, although it is her personal demerit. But I think most of us are the same. We like to prove our own statement by telling it again and again. Most of us are addicted with the habit and they are seen talking too much, even uselessly, on different topics. The nature brought some misery for Anne Frank, especially her mathematics teachers, Mr. Kissing, was much more annoyed with her. He disliked, he tried to remove the habit, but it never went on. She could not give up the habit of talking, even in the classroom. We also see that her teacher provided her to write essays on different topics. My dear students, you will surprised to know the title of the topic as it was given, that the first topic was to write an essay on chatterbox. Very surprising topic it is, but she could not lose her temper, could not lose her patience, and describe it with the help of other friends. But she could not give up her habit of talking too much. Her writing could not satisfy Mr. Kissing, and at another time he provided to write to do the same work and said to write an essay on the topic quack quack. My dear, you may think, as we have the title of the topics, certainly is a kind of punishment. Without any physical punishment, the teacher, under his jurisdiction, he punished by giving different topics. Although he was not concerned to the subject, but he penalized and frank. Other thing, we must think over our own habit, that whether we do the same, do we have the same habit, or are we very simple, very balanced while talking others? My dear, listening is also a part of discussion. Whenever you are given chance to raise your view, you may express, you are free to express, to share, to exchange. But when not, you must listen very patiently. And in this way, we see that in what way the character was penalized and tortured by both the political system and even in the classroom. Earlier, it came to our knowledge that her community were being tortured, the people of her communities were humiliated wherever they were found, and the political system was also very prejudiced. There was no good scope of living a very peaceful life where she was living, and the family had had only one option, that was to migrate somewhere. Her father migrated along with her mother, her sister, and they settled. But even they were stopped in concentration center where life was very miserable. So we can say that in the world, our government should think equally. Every citizen should be given equal opportunity to live with all sorts of comforts available for all. And here in our country. See, we have a very good constitution, very good system. We have our executives, we have our legislatives, and we have also a very good judiciary system where we cannot blame any other that we don't have anything. But whenever we go in the past, especially at the time of World War, we see in foreign countries, especially in Europe, there was much more discrimination. People were downtrodden. They don't had a right to live as a very good citizen. And before I conclude today's topic, once again, my dear, would like to encourage you that you never and you should not discontinue your study. Whenever we shall say to come and join the classroom, we shall remove all sorts of doubts. And today, I repeat once again that if you have any doubt, you are free to talk to me and with other teachers also. Our time is always spare for you. You may contact, you may ask in what way you can upgrade yourself, because it is the ultimate aim of our school anyhow to improve you, to provoke by giving all sorts of knowledge by the teachers. Today, I conclude. May God bless you. You live peacefully at home. Thank you, my dear.